What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Today's video. Today we are going to talk about the rise and fall of Swifty Blue. Swifty Blue. I've done a lot of videos on him. Well, I can't say a lot. I've done several videos on him. And every time, let me fix my chair. Every time that I've done a video on Swifty Blue, I try to give him advice. Who the hell am I to give anybody advice? I'm not a rapper. But you know what? I have life experience. And I tried to, when I was, giving my advice to him, I was having fun with it. The subject matter was funny, but my advice was true and was real. And so yesterday, or last night actually, I was thinking about going live, and then I saw an interview that was done with the CEO of OTR Records, right? And I don't know about anybody else, but I'm curious about OTR because of Lefty Gunplay, right? So I said, let me listen to this. And it was about why the ties were severed between Swifty Blue and OTR. So this record label poured some money into him. They saw his potential. They said he was the hardest working guy in rap, that he would work his ass off. Then he got signed, and then came the fuckery. He banned Kanye. Remember that? Remember when he banned Kanye? And this is what happens when there's that trying to fit in and be too hip hop. Raza don't ban people. Like I see nowadays that there's no fly zone this, no fly zone that. The Raza have never been like that. It's like if they got an issue with you and you come over here, they just deal with the issue. They don't broadcast it for the Hudas and for everybody else, and damn sure don't want you to know, because then you're going to come correct. And you may win that gunfight or whatever type of fight it is, right? So he did that thing, and this vatos, you got to check in with Swifty, and he kept getting worse and worse tattoos on his face. And he was trolling, and he was trolling in order to gain attention. He it seemed like seeing what 6ix9ine did, and a lot of people were saying he's the LA's version of 6ix9ine. And I always said this: Swifty Blue, as far as anybody knows, is not a rat, so you can't call him that. You can call him the West Coast troll, because that's what he was. There's one thing on being a troll. There's another thing in making a fool of yourself and bringing heat to your employer. And it seemed like everything that he did, it was extremely selfish, and it was very short-sighted. And his label was probably getting call after call. Hey, what's up with this cat? What's up with this guy you guys are paying? This guy you guys got under you. And it seemed like that's what the CEO was saying, is he wasn't making enough money for us to be like, fuck it, they can call all day, we're making money. They weren't getting that. The return on their investment was very low. They were getting more stress than cash. I think that's a lesson to anybody that's trying to get in the industry, or even period, anybody trying to get on social media. Do it through who you are, your life experiences, your talent. Don't try to do it being something you're not, because everybody else is going to see right through it. And they start laughing at you because they ain't laughing with you. I know this video, I do these every now and then, man. That I know this isn't going to be a video that's going to get all the views, yesterday's video. The Danny Masterson thing, I know I could have done another video on Danny Masterson today and got another 20,000, 30,000 views, whatever it is. And I know as a content creator, I have to keep my fingers on the pulse. Whatever's hot, get involved. But it's really not fulfilling for me. I would rather do a video like this, and who knows? Maybe Swifty becomes a success story. Maybe he made a lot of enemies. He and I've said this saying before, and I'll say it again right now. Friends come and go, but enemies accumulate. I don't see people coming to Swifty Blue's rescue. I don't see people getting on social media and saying, man, he's a good dude. He just made some bad mistakes. He made some bad decisions. Because, as a lifer, it was broken down to me. You couldn't go before the parole board and use that word mistake without knowing what mistake really means. A mistake is a choice that you make not knowing the outcome. So like a lifer going to the parole board can't say, I made a horrible mistake that night. Whoa, the board will eat your ass up. Why? Because if you killed somebody with a gun, you loaded that gun. You made sure it was loaded. You made sure it was off safety. You put it in your waistband or wherever you had it. You pulled it out. You knew what it was capable of and what you were willing to do. It's a poor decision. So with Swifty Blue, he was making all these poor decisions. They're not mistakes. That were all planned out, plotted out. I'm going to say this because I know this is going to be the response. He became a laughingstock. I have heard a couple of his songs where I was like, you know what? It isn't too bad, right? There's a lot of other people that were completely turned off, but they were turned off more by his antics than his music. They were turned off more by his antics than the beat. Imagine OTR Records putting money into this cat, putting money into his recording, his beats, his production, his promotion, and then seeing him get on social media and banning Kanye and telling people you got to check in with him to come to California. Regardless if it was a joke. The joke was on him in the end. How does he reappear? He has disappeared. Somebody told me today that he was on TikTok. And he ain't getting no views. And I've said before, somebody left a comment and they said, I'm gonna get a tattoo on my face that says "Don't hire me." That's basically what Swifty has done. He put all his eggs in one basket, eh? He was gonna be a rapper, a superstar. How long do rappers have their run? How long is their run usually? There's very few that have a long run that's highly successful. When you get that heat, like right now with Lefty Gunplay, he signed that deal. Supposedly it's over $1 million. I don't know. That's his business. Right now he's got to hit while the getting is good. He's got to get all the money he can within this next 6 months to a year. I'll say it again. Look, let me tell you something. I was going to do a reaction to this. I'm just going to talk about it. Last night, I was having a few drinks and I was scrolling through YouTube. That's how I saw this video I'm talking about today. But I saw another video and I'm going to ask you guys to go check it out. It's a video by Duno. Duno was out with Lefty Gunplay. I guess that was Lefty Gunplay's neighborhood they were in. Then they spoke to his mom. And I'm going to keep it real. I got a little emotional when Duno was talking to his mom. And his mom was talking about how she worried about him when he was in prison and how she would pray for him. And that now that he's home, that when he's in the room, sometimes when he sleeps over there, she'll go in there and she'll pray over him. His grandma does the same. I lost my mom and my grandma while I was in Pelican Bay. Two of the most important women in my life, the women that created me, I lost. And when I heard his mom talking about that, you know, it hit me. I had to sit down on the couch and just think about that. And it's a blessing that Lefty has that, and anyone else who has their mother and their grandmother still in their lives and willing to pray for them. But the reason why I bring that up is this. It was a great video, and Lefty's always candid, always open, funny at times. But again, people in his camp, you get a camera, create a Lefty Gunplay channel, specifically Lefty Vlogs, whatever you want to call it. That's where he's going to make big money, believe it or not. That's when, you know, when you're making content where they call it evergreen, it'll always make money as long as it's on YouTube. Duno's making money off of that. Shout out to Duno. That was a great video. I liked it a lot. But it should reinforce within Lefty's own camp that he could do that. Somebody in his crew follow him around. Record when he's, you know, of course, you know, when there's, you're in control. You record whatever, and then you chop it up, edit it. The things that you don't need people to be seeing you do, you don't show it. Now, getting back to Swifty Blizue, maybe whatever you're doing, because I'm sure you're going to see this video. Whatever you're doing, maybe you need to record it. I don't think people want to see it right now, but as things get better for you, just have it recorded, have it documented like that, and release it. I don't know. It's up to you whenever you release it, but how does this cat reappear? All the self-inflicted damage that Swifty Blue did. I was talking to somebody last night, and we're talking about how it's so different now. Social media has changed things where you can do something and post it to social media, or you could be doing something and somebody's recording you on the street and you trip and fall. That's there forever. You can't get rid of it. Swifty Blue made his mistakes on camera. I've made mistakes on camera. They're there for everybody to see. We can't control it. We just got to move on, keep focused, keep doing the right things, and learn from it, right? So this video, like I said, is not for everybody. I felt it was a good interview. You guys can go check that out. I don't remember who put this one out. I apologize. You can look it up. But they said in the video, the CEO of OTR Records, I believe he's the one that said it. The fall of Swifty Blue was when he took on that whole grimy Suge caricature. Yes, caricature, not character. Caricature. When he took that on, he became selfish. He became egotistical. And he really thought he was on top of the world. Nobody in the East Coast and the Midwest heard of this cat. He was known in a certain region, but in his mind, he was that guy. And then it was decided we need to part ways. Whoever made the decision. I hear through the grapevine that Swifty has good people, a good person around him. You better listen to him. Do not listen to yourself no more. Find some beats. Because when when people are going through the fire, look at Tupac. When he was going through all that shit, that's when he put out his best music. Amy Winehouse was a tortured soul. That's why she sang the way she sang. When you're going through some shit, that's when your deepest shit will come out. When you're an artist. Anyways, that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Those of you that got it, I appreciate you, man. Everyone else, we'll get back to whatever you like. Maybe later today I'll put out a second video. Maybe I go live today. I don't know. I need to do a live. I keep saying I'm gonna go live, but I have to balance. Some people are like, hey, why you do a video about this? Why you do? Hey, Holmes, I got a lot of different flavors in here. And I have to try to make sure everybody gets what they like when I can. That said, everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.